the current Celtics or the 2008 world champion Boston Celtics with Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce and Ray Allen and Kendrick Perkins and Rajon Rondo? Who would win?
Would you rather listen to him or J.J. Redick all day?
Oh, has him all day, all night.
No kidding. That was entertaining, man. He's like,
so
you get Eddie House going.
Oh,
Ray was the only sharpshooter. Yeah, Paul could knock one down. But what are you going to outlay up our ass? Hell no.
Have you happened to spot any footage of that run or see any just old tape of that team?
No, you and I
You think it was just yesterday?
Yeah.
And then you watch it for even 5 minutes and you say to yourself, because I saw some of the highlights, the 08 Celtics special was running on NBC Sports Boston.
Yeah, like every day.
Yeah, it's on all the time. I caught it not a few minutes and I'm like, look at where the 3-point line is.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. It looks old and grainy. That blows my mind. When things that are not that old have started to look old and grainy on tape, you say to yourself, how is that possible? Yeah. How is it that looks like it happened so long ago? The style of uniforms are so baggy. You're like, what is this? This was yesterday. This wasn't all that long ago, but it was.
It was.
The game is different. This team would have destroyed that team in its prime if they met today. The game is different. It's more skilled. They wouldn't be able to guard these guys.
Rondo wasn't a good enough
raining
scorer.
Threes all day.
You're right. Rondo wasn't a good enough scorer. Like, he stirred the drink, but you and I talked about this the other day, and I don't remember it either. Like, I thought that team cruised to the title, and he didn't. They got stressed. Those series were long. I went back and looked at some of those scores, some of those box scores. Like, they're not hitting the numbers this team hits. They didn't have the regularity of 36 from this guy, 32, 30 on this guy, 26. Like, Derek White on that team would be like second, third scorer. Pierce and him, He's right, though. Like, Eddie House would be streaky and get him hot, but Ray was your only set and shoot guy. Yeah, Pierce knocked him down, but Ray was your shooter. You got a bunch of shooters. Your freaking big can shoot.
Celtics took 44 threes against the Pacers in that final game. In the championship clinching game in 2008.
How many?
They took 26. The game's totally different. It's totally different.
It is, and I think that's why some people like Miami, the current Heat, and the way they play, because it reminds you of old basketball. They grind you down, they coach you, they use timeouts, they wear you down. They got a big, they got points, they got a guy, they got a sharpshooter and hero. But they've got Jimmy Butler. You had Pierce. Like, it reminds you of those old teams.
Perk, by the way, awesome guest, love him. He would not be able to play. Who would he guard?
Right.
You couldn't play Perk.
I think he knows that.
Wouldn't work.
And again, there's just no action at the three. Like, just
they
none.
Don't shoot. Yeah.
Like, where is it? Where is the action there? And you go back and see it, you're like, what the hell's going on here?
That's why Perk.
Why are you taking that too?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Why are you not giving it to Ray more? Let Ray shoot more threes. What is this?
Look how silky Ray was compared to everybody else. Just smooth.
Is that a 3 or a 2 there in this highlight?
It was a tweener.
It's a long.
It was a tweener.
Two.
Yeah, one foot in, 1 foot out.
What are you doing? What is that?
That's why Perk gets pissed when he sees guys just you shoot. Like, what are you doing standing outside the three? Nobody's rebounded. That offense drives Perk nuts. That's when he got the Ozempic call. I get nauseous after I take my Ozempic is watching that offense sometimes.
I think that we often complain about this being the case now. Like, the 2 is we're telling Joe Mazzulla, get to the basket, go to the basket. Like, that's because it's the thing that people are not doing now. That's why it's valuable again. It's like to go against the grain a little bit.
Well, that's what you grew up hearing about, right? Too, right? Like, that's the right way to play basketball.
Yes.
Don't just jack threes. What are you doing?
The game has changed even from
completely.
then. Even from just, how many years has it been? 16 years ago?
Yeah.
Game is different, man. Yep. Where are the threes? Where are the threes?
Like Rondo and Perk, 2 guys in the starting 5 that couldn't shoot. You couldn't do that now. Every single lineup the Celtics have, you got like 5 shooters out there that can all hit threes. It's crazy.
How nuts you went when Rondo took threes. What are you doing?
Ray Allen led them in three-pointer attempts per game.
How many did he have?
5.3.
Oh my God. Rondo couldn't shoot foul shots, right? It was Rondo, right?
And we thought he shot 1,000,000 threes.
Right. Sniper.
Like, oh man, so many threes. With this
Oh,
guy.
high
We're going to
percent.
reel that back in a little bit. Yeah, jacking a little too many threes.
So that's a take from Haslam. This team would beat that team. But I think that would be true of a lot of teams in years past. The shooting is so much better now in the sport.
What would Denver do to that team? I know Denver's not there, but you know what I mean.
If you like that clip, check out more videos from Zolak and Bertrand here. For more Celtics analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.